Bien, man. How you doing?
Blessed.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
happy to be here, man.
Yes, sir. I'm happy to have you here, man. Really just want to kind of jump into it and get to know you a little bit as an artist. I was able to check out your show last night. Able to walk backstage, and just be a part of the prayer and everything like that you guys do. So tell me how important that is to you to kind of start your show and get your mojo going.
I just think prayer
Mm-hmm.
is alignment, and for us to be able to go out there and we're going to give energy in the form of music. So for us to be able to give energy that leaves you feeling good after the show, we need to be aligned, and it's just alignment for the band.
Yeah.
And it's just commitment and all the beautiful things that come with it.
Mm-hmm.
Some that I can't really explain, that are spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense, man. So, coming out to ATL, putting together your show, was this your first time performing at ATL, or?
So in my life as BN, it's my first time. Before, I'd been here severally with my band Sauti Sol.
Okay.
I was in a band before then. This is my solo career now.
Okay.
Yeah. So previously we did perform. We sold out the Buckhead Theater that time.
Word.
And now I'm back to start afresh.
Yeah.
And last night was me starting afresh, actually.
For sure. So
Yeah.
being on your own, being
Exactly.
the solo act, how did that feel? Still with the love that you received from last night.
Oh man, the love was insane. The
Yeah.
energy was at another level.
Yeah.
I mean, you were there. You saw it for yourself.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying,
They,
bro.
they really came out and showed out.
The people were dope, man. I love the fact that, you had all the women were dancing. People were just excited. You even had the fellas in there, you know what I'm saying? Just shoulder to shoulder, just vibing,
Crazy.
Yeah. It
Crazy.
was dope, man. But I wanted to say, I think the song that stuck out to me the most, or the one that I just enjoyed the most last night, was that Too Easy. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if it was because, one, it's a simple hook, or is it just, maybe that's kind of how I felt at some time, Yeah, it's just way too easy, bro. So, can you jump into that track for me and tell me, how that manifested and came together for the project?
Yeah. The song is about a lover who makes it easy to love.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's just doing everything right. But also, I feel like that song is too easy.
Yeah.
It's easy to grasp. It's easy to love. It's easy to flow with. It's easy to dance to.
Yeah.
It's a good vibe, and then it comes right in the beginning of the set as well.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's great vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
It's great vibes.
So, kind of to go into the set, I know there was a few songs that were on the album that were the set, but did you perform, mainly the whole album on the set, or was there some songs that I may have not have been aware of?
Okay, so I did perform some songs that are not in the album.
Okay.
Some are from my previous life.
Word.
Yeah, as I said, I was married before,
okay.
and now I'm single. So from my previous life with Sauti Sol, of course, I had to play some of those for the fans who are coming from that side of my journey.
Yeah.
And then also I've been on big features.
Mm-hmm.
Across East Africa, across the world. So I put all those big features in the set as well.
Yeah.
And some are just songs that are there for vibes and aesthetics. Because
Definitely.
I want the set to have certain sonic elements.
So let's just jump into that, because I remember when you said last night, hey, this is the song that I made for Heartbreak and whatsoever. Now, I assume that's one of the songs from your past life.
Yeah.
All right. What was the name of that track?
It's called Inauma.
Inauma?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you break that down for me a little
bit?
bit?
Yeah, it says, inauma lakini utazoea. Hali ya binadamu duniani ni kuzoea. Na ndio nashindwa. It pains my heart. But I guess I'm going to have to get used to it. Because the nature of human beings is to get used and move on from things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to get used to this real quick and try and get over this breakup as fast as I can.
Yeah.
But in the verses, it expounds more on the things that I'm doing. I'm drinking a lot. I see your clothes in my house. Yeah, it's kind of like Neo's So Sick, but in an African context.
I get it. I get it. That's dope. I was about to say, doing a couple of things to fill the void and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So can we talk about why you named the project Alusa? What is it?
Alusa, why are you topless?
Yeah, Alusa.
Yeah, so in my Sauti Sol life, there's a song we did called Nishike. And Nishike means touch me, but it was basically a bunch of guys just whining topless.
Yeah.
And girls were going crazy about that song. The song went viral. And it went viral because, at that time it was deemed to be so pornographic. It was like, oh my God, how can these boys do this? We used to be like church boys.
Yeah.
And now it's a good boy gone bad. And I remember my mom called me and she was like, Alusa, why are you topless? Because Alusa is my name from as known in the village. She was like, Alusa, why are you topless? I'm like, yeah, Mom, that's going to be the name of my album one day.
Mm-hmm.
And the toplessness at that time was audacity, and it opened doors for us in places that we never thought we'd ever go.
Word.
After we did that song, that's the first time we got a show in Nigeria. That's the first time we got a show in countries like Tanzania.
Mm-hmm.
We started going beyond the borders of Kenya by doing audacious things like the song Nishike.
Yeah.
And in this new season of my career, I need that audacity to come with me. I need that audacity of being topless to walk with me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why Alusa is topless.
Understood.
I wasn't topless at the show though, because I feel like the AC in the venues,
it was kicking.
It's bad for my chest, man.
Oh,
and I'm not gonna die for
bro.
the culture.
The AC in there was kicking. I was like, I had to find me some new spots because I was like, yo,
it was
cold.
slapping.
Yeah. Tripping. All right, so just to talk about a couple of more tracks that are on the project itself. Another song that I really enjoyed last night, the Ma Cherie. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So
thank you.
Can you break that down for me?
Yeah, Ma Cherie is a song I recorded with a producer called Sammy Soso.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Soso is the producer of Make Me Swear and all of Tyler's work, by the way. That's Sammy Soso. He's a good friend of mine. He's from Ghana. Okay. And me and him linked up in London. And we did a couple songs, and Ma Cherie was one of them. It's arguably my favorite song in that album. I love it. Okay. And I love playing it live as well. Like the people enjoy it so much.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song live. At first, I ain't gonna lie. When you first said it, I thought you said like my jelly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
my Cherie, my Cherie.
Yeah, but then I was like, okay, yeah, my Cherie. I had to pick it up. So to talk about it, what would you say your other 2 or 3 favorite songs on the project would be?
I would say Lost and Found and Lifestyle.
Lifestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say Lifestyle. You had the people chanting last night, right?
Oh, people, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I love performing Lifestyle too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an energy that, everybody is an undercover gangster, but has a normal life with a normal job. But when you're going to work in the morning, you listen to gangster music.
Get yourself
and that
up.
song is just for that inner gangster in yourself when you're going to grind, to remind you who you are.
Exactly. Yeah. I like that. I'm going to have to go back and double back on that on the playlist tonight just to check it out,
Yeah, you should, man.
And why would you say Lost and Found is like one of your favorites?
Because I lose myself and I find myself in this music. Yeah, sometimes I'm pulled by different influences. But basically the journey has just been about losing and finding myself. Yeah. So I feel like that song speaks to the moment and the journey that I'm in. I'm on.
So I know that we got Alusa Continua coming.
Yeah, next album Alusa Continua. Is on the way.
Now talk to me about that, because now I know, like you said, the audacity is what you needed for this first album. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So what is this a continuation of the audacity, or is it like a whole different vibe?
It's a continuation of the audacity. But it's just also broken from Aluta Continua, which means the struggle continues. And in many ways, I can't say I'm struggling, but my spiritual work continues. And my spiritual work is to make sure that my people and my sound represents my people on a global stage. Yeah. So that's why the name Aluta Continua, because we're on the journey to take this music to another level.
No, that's real. Yeah. I like that a lot. That kind of that actually gives me the same vibe as like, the marathon continues. I don't know if you you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, that's amazing, man. So like, about how many tracks could we assume are going to be on this project? Is it looking like another 16, or are you sure?
Yeah, to be honest, man, I've had fights with management about that. Yeah. I want 25, management says 10. Some friends think 15. We just have great songs that we've recorded. Also, in this album, I did do a lot of work in picking authentic sounds from my village and other parts of Kenya, indigenous parts of Kenya, and bringing that sound on the world stage using different elements of production. Yeah. So the sounds in there are very raw, very interesting, and I can't wait to share them with the world.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
That's what Kenya really sounds like. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that'll be exciting, man. I'm excited to hear it. Like I said, last night you had me moving and dancing around, so I just need some more of that good music in my life. Feel me?
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But another question is, like, how important is it to you for the African side to bring their music over to this side of the world, you know what I'm saying, for the American side to like embrace your culture and learn a little bit about you guys through the music? Like, how important has that been for you in your career? And like, do you think it is for like the scene overall?
I think why people come to America is because when America consumes, when America sneezes, the world catches a cold. So this is a nice platform for the rest of the world to discover our music through. And I think it's important that we come and stand to be counted, because, I mean, that's what culture is about. Culture is not about going out to conquer and convert. Culture is about getting other people to experience the goodness that you bring into the world. Yeah. And there needs to be more East Africans showing that goodness. We have a lot of West Africans doing it. We have South Africans doing it. And logically, East is the next logical, place. Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense. So, like, since you've been over here a few times, like with your band and like on your solo career, what have some of your favorite stops been like on this side while you were touring?
I love Atlanta. I love a good BBL Central, everywhere. Everywhere, looking left and right, there's been, a lot of BBLs.
Thickness.
I like Atlanta. Yeah. I love DC. Funny thing is, I had time to be in DC for like a few days and walk around. It's a beautiful city.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful city. A lot of beautiful
and
women.
I know this is very like tacky, but I did go to see the White House.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You guys put it in every movie, and it's always in the movies as America will save the world. Yeah. So I was like, what's this White House saving the world all the time? I saw the lawn. Yeah. It's cool.
I was about to say, were you enamored? Like, did it make you
I was enamored. To be honest, I took a picture even. I was with a Chinese couple there, we did our thing. Yeah. I took a picture of them, they took a picture of me. Sometimes it's just nice. And I took one of those buses where you just sit in the back with people who are over 70, and you just go around the city looking at
like the tourists. Yeah.
And I did that. So I love DC. I always love Dallas because I think my community is there a lot. Yeah, so I fuck with Dallas heavy. And to me, LA is good during the awards and all that stuff. Yeah, but for regular living, I wouldn't live in LA.
I tell people that all the time, bro.
I think America, to me, as an outsider or someone who's coming in just to visit once in a while, is like being in an episode of Family Guy. And I see all those characters on the street and on the corners and in full time. Yeah. So America is a very funny place to be in. Not fun, funny. Yeah. I laugh all the time.
I can't agree with you more, bro. Yeah. Yeah, America is funny. I grew up here, but I know like everybody here is like slightly hilarious.
Yeah, your sense of humor as a country.
Yeah, top tier.
Top tier.
For sure, that's what's up. So like, I mean, culturalistically, like for someone who hasn't been Kenya, right? Yeah. All right. So for someone who hasn't been to Kenya, you know how you say like, American has a funny culture or whatsoever. Like, what would I see out there? Like, what would I probably grasp about the Kenyan culture that I don't get to see from TV or whatsoever?
Wow. Because I'm always on that side giving, I don't know what people see. Yeah, I don't have the. I'd have to tell. What is it that we're generally very welcoming people. Yeah, Kenyans are kind. Kenyans are nice people. I mean, if you meet a good Kenyan, we're very welcoming people. Our food is great. I have to invite you, bro. You just need to come and experience these things. Yeah. So this is me extending an open invite. Let me know when you're coming down, and I can organize for you to see the city. Just vibe out. Yeah. But Nairobi is, I usually say for anybody who's coming into the continent for the first time, Nairobi is where you should start. Start with. It's like the continent starter pack. Okay. Yeah, because it has a bit of everything, and the security is good. Yeah,
I was about to say, I think I've seen a few pictures of Nairobi. Like, people expect it not to be like as built out as it is. You know what I'm saying? If you've never been to Kenya.
And Nairobi is the only city in the world that has a game reserve in the middle of the city.
Oh, that's crazy.
So you see animals in their natural habitat. Like, we have a park. And it's not like lions in cages or anything. Yeah. It's them as they are in the wild. So you can go there, watch a hunt happen, giraffes. We have all kinds of, things happening in there. Yeah. So it's trippy.
Yeah, I gotta go, bro.
You
I
have
gotta
to.
go. Yeah, I gotta get my culture, my cultural experiences up in life.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, kind of to jump into these last few questions, man. Like, I know that music has been an experience for you, like over time, like coming from that side of the world. I'm pretty sure you kind of get like a different variety of music.
Mhm.
So with that being said, like being able to touch stateside, living over there, man, like, how do you feel about the game itself, like the industry? Like, what do you think it's missing or what do you think it needs overall?
I think the game for me is what it is. I think it's what it is in the sense that we're in a beautiful place because the power has gone to the consumers
Mm.
in a way and to the artists in a way that it didn't happen before. Before the labels owned everything. And now what's happening is that artists are independent and people are free to choose what they want to listen to whenever they want to listen to.
Yeah.
So we just need to train our audiences on how to consume us and you're fine. So I think it's very easy to make a living and to have a career off of music even without being signed to the majors.
For sure.
I'm a prime example of that. I'm independent. I'm making a career off of music, and I'm not signed to the majors. In that light, music is a beautiful thing. The industry is beautiful. However, the labels are still the ones who are buying the Spotifys and so that's also going to be a problem because the playlisting may not favor the independent artists. But there's so many tools for discovery. There's TikTok. There's other things that can help you reach your audience.
Yeah.
So I'm optimistic. I'm more optimistic now than I've ever been that the game is only going to get better.
I feel that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, man. And just to ask you like these, like, if there's 3 songs that people needed to go back to in order to, catch up on your catalog or get a better sense of who you are as a person and like, your style of music or whatsoever before the new album, what would those 3 songs be?
I'd say Masheri.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Lost and Found.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Extra Pressure. I'd say Lifestyle. I know you say 3, I'll say 5.
Yeah.
And Safari.
Okay.
There's a song called Safari that is my new single.
Mm-hmm.
And I featured a Somali artist called Sultan Serar, phenomenal musician. And yeah, you should check it out, man.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. All right, and my very last question, man. What does music mean to you in totality?
Our music is a way of life. Yeah, music is like water. If you don't drink, you shower, but somehow you're going to have to touch water in your day. That's music to me.
That's real. That's real. And there it is, man. BN, bro, I really appreciate your time. Like I said, man, amazing music. If you guys haven't caught up with him, you got to go search him, find him on Pandora, bro. Do whatever you need to do to catch up with the music before the new album comes because it's going to be great for you. Yes, sir.
Thank you, my G. Bless.